Today we're going to be talking about the $15 Amazon software that every seller needs. Let's get into my screen and break it down. It's called Seller Board. You guys can click the link down below. You guys can get 2 months free. And like I mentioned, it's only going to be $15 per month. And in this video, I want to give you guys a complete in-depth tutorial, deep dive of all the tools by Seller Board. So this is an incredible tool that I personally use in my 7-figure business. And again, we'll just come right here real quick and break down the pricing. So they have a standard plan at $179 per year, which is like, it's the cheapest thing I've ever seen. If you want the professional plan, it'll be $23 per month. Business $31, enterprise $63. 99% of you will probably fall within the standard or professional, so it is super affordable. And the best part is you can try it completely free for 2 months. So as you can see, the features that come with it are absolutely insane, and I want to break those down. So the first thing that new Amazon sellers need to understand is their profits. So many people are showing their sales and they're like, oh, I'm doing $10,000 or $100,000 or $1 million a month or a year. But what is the actual profit? Because if you're not profitable, those sales mean absolutely nothing. Those numbers are just like, it literally doesn't matter. So having a profits dashboard to know yesterday's sales, today's sales, and the actual profit is super valuable because it's going to help you make the best decisions for your brand. So right here, it shows you today's sales, shows yesterday's, month to date, and you can adjust this however you want. And if you click on more, it will break down every little detail of every single fee and every single category that you need to take into consideration. So we've got the sales, but obviously there's organic, there's sponsored. How much money are you spending and getting from your advertising? Are you spending wisely? Are you profitable? And it will break down how much you're spending on advertising. So sponsored products, it'll even track Google and different things. You can link it to your account, but it will literally tell you every single thing that you need to know. So that's a complete breakdown. And then just one thing that you'll want to really focus on is the real ACoS. New sellers don't focus on this. They look at their overall ACoS and they see, oh, my ACoS is 60%. That's terrible. I'm not profitable. But when you take into consideration the organic sales in addition to the PPC sales, that is what your real ACoS is going to be. And it's probably not 60%. It's going to be a lot lower. And so for me, at least on my current account, my ACoS is around like 35%, but my real ACoS is less than 10% because the organic sales surpass and just make up the difference. So that is a number that you'll want to look at, and then you'll see your margins, your ROI, and everything. You'll see the exact breakdown of the FBA fees, the referral fee, the disposal fees, and whatnot. So this will track everything for you, and to get the profits, and to make sure that it's accurate, you'll come to this products tab. This products tab you'll update, and basically what you do is you link Seller Board directly to your Seller Central account, and it will pull in all of the data. But what it doesn't pull in and what it doesn't know is your landed cost, your cost per unit for the products that you're selling. So you can come right here and it will show you the list of the products, and you can enter in and adjust the cost of goods. So if you get each unit for 75 cents, well, you want to update that because it will show 0, and then that will make your profits a little skewed. You can do it by the COGS type. So depending if it's by depending on the batch of inventory, it might be more, it might be less. Maybe you ordered more, so you were able to negotiate a better price, and you're able to go in and make sure that all of that is categorized properly so that, again, you know your numbers. New sellers, piece of advice, know your numbers, know where the money is going, and having this simple dashboard and this profits tool makes your life a lot easier. And again, you'll be able to know profits in real time. So this products tab is super important. You'll be able to calculate that. And then also another thing that you can do is you can add additional expenses. So if you're going out to eat, or if you're going to the UPS store and you need to fill up with gas, there's different things that you're going to want to also write off and categorize as a business expense, like your phone bill, internet bill, maybe warehouse rent, maybe you have a virtual assistant, maybe you pay for a graphic designer, all these things you can come in here, and it just makes you stay a little bit more organized. And again, it lets you know where your money is actually going. So you can add these expenses, and that's super nice. Makes it super easy for you. The lifetime value and the cash flow, I don't necessarily use it all that much, but you guys can dive into it. It will help you just, again, manage your cash flow a little bit better. And there's tons of reports. Again, all of this for 15 bucks a month. It's absolutely insane. Like the affordability of this and with what they provide, like it's awesome. And even if you just use it for the profits dashboard, that alone is going to be worth it. The next thing that I want to show you guys is right up here. You've got the chart, you got a P&L, you've got trends. I love this trends tab because it shows you your product over time, and it shows, is it an upward trend? It will help you again with inventory management. So you can look at the trends and see, okay, what did I do in Q4? Like how many units did I sell? And it will help you order maybe enough, hopefully enough inventory so that you don't stock out, or best case scenario, it will help you avoid ordering too much inventory. So having these charts and these trends to really see where you're at is super important. So it will show you like the month, the year, and it will say, okay, are you up? Are you down? Did you run out of stock one month and that's why you're at 0%, or did you just launch the new product? Or are you down and there's something that you're not paying attention to? And so just looking at the trends is super valuable. And there's tons of filters, and there's so many different data points that you can look at. So that's trends tab is something to look at. And in previous videos, I haven't really talked about that, but that is something that I like to look at. Again, you've got the P&L statement right here that breaks it down month by month. It gives you a whole profit analysis. You've got the chart, and this is again just showing you where your margins are at, where your money is going. And then right here is just that main dashboard. So all this is super great. And again, this is going to be your best friend. And it's funny because sometimes I don't even log into my seller account to like check sales. I just log on to Seller Board. And if there's no red flags, or if like my profit's still good, then I'm not going to go in and make adjustments. But if I see my advertising costs are way high, my profit's low, well, that means I need to go in and optimize something. I need to take a look at maybe a listing or two. So that is one piece of advice all new sellers need to look at. The next tool is they have an awesome PPC tool, and this is pretty awesome. It just shows, again, that real ACoS, and it will help you optimize your PPC campaigns. So they have basic automations that will help you increase and decrease bids depending on your ACoS. So you can set up these automation rules. And again, most PPC software tools, we're talking about $300 like minimum for these tools. And yes, they might be a little bit more advanced and you can do different things with them. And this one is pretty basic, but again, for the price, it's pretty fantastic. So again, you have the automation trigger that you can set up, and you can see again where your PPC is being spent and if you're profitable or not. And then the automation log actually shows you the changes that are being made. And it will show you, hey, we increased the bid, we decreased it. And this is extremely, extremely valuable. And again, it's pretty simple and straightforward to set up. And that's, again, why I love this tool. Is it's cheap, it's simple, and it's easy to use. There's not a lot of complexity, and there's not a lot that you can mess up. So that's the PPC tool, which is amazing. Inventory tool. This is slept on, and I use this basically on a daily basis. I have a task checklist, and if you guys want it for free, send me a DM on Instagram just saying task checklist, and I'll send you a task checklist that breaks down what I'm doing on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis inside my FBA business. And this is one of them, making sure that my inventory is planned out and I'm not going to run out of stock, because every single day that you are out of stock, you are losing money, you are losing rank, and you are putting your business at risk. So if you can avoid those stock outs, that's going to be the best case scenario. Obviously it's difficult, but this tool is going to help you. And basically what it does is since it's connected to your account and it knows your sales history, it knows your trend history over time, it basically will tell you how many days left of stock you have. And it will say, hey, you need to reorder now, you need to reorder 5 days or in 10 days. And you can configure it to let Seller Board know the lead time, how long it takes to ship the product for each individual product. So there's going to be certain products that the lead time might be 2 weeks. There might be other products where the lead time might be 2 months. And this is where you want to go in and configure those settings, and it will show you, okay, I've got 47 days left to stock. Fantastic. No issues. Here, I've got 6 days left to stock. That's something that I need to consider and I need to look at, and maybe I need to reorder inventory here. Or I have way too much stock and maybe I need to create a removal order, or I need to really go in and run a promotion, a lightning deal. I need to throw some coupons on. I need to run some influencer posts or something to get rid of that inventory because it's really building up and I have a ton of it. So this inventory planner is amazing. And again, I love it. Like, it tells you everything that you would need to know. It shows you like your FBA and FBM stock. It shows you what's in reserved. It shows you the stock value, which is kind of cool. It will show you like, oh, I have this many units and my potential sales is 27,000. So like I've got a good chunk kind of built up. And again, depending on how many units and the cost, it might be more, it might be less, but having these numbers laid out is super, super valuable. So that's the inventory planner. We've got purchase orders. Again, these tools, like, it's crazy that they're able to offer all these tools for the price. Again, you guys can click the link down below, but this will break down like, okay, you placed a purchase order and you can create those purchase orders just so you can track it. So instead of having everything on a Google sheet, you can have everything nice and organized. And one kind of side note of why this will be beneficial as you're documenting these different things, and I'll show you guys some stuff here in a sec. Actually, we'll jump into it right here, is the suppliers. You can actually write your supplier's name, put their email, their website, and you organizing and having all this details and data points and information details are extremely valuable for when you go to sell your business. Because when you turn it over to a new owner, you can say, hey, log into my seller board and I have all my expenses. I have, you can see my trend history over time. You can see my purchase orders. You can see my inventory. This is how I gauge when I need to reorder inventory. These are my contacts to my suppliers. And so everything is just in one place and it's just nice, neat, and organized. So that is another benefit of having seller board. And again, it's not going to break your bank account. So it's something that you'll basically just have as long as you have an Amazon FBA business. So that is another thing to look at, is the inventory tab. Tons of features. We'll come to the autoresponder. This is really cool. It will basically allow you to request a review. This is going to increase your review count. I know sellers ask me all the time, how do I get more reviews? And this is one of the strategies, is I create an autoresponder campaign using seller board, and it will just automate the request a review button, and it will help you get reviews. So it's super easy to create these different campaigns. You come right here to the autoresponder, you come to the campaigns, and you can set up the different types of campaigns, and you can see if it's active, if it's a test, or if it's inactive. So that's the autoresponder. Jumping to the next feature with seller board is the money back tab. And basically what this will allow you to do is to go and get reimbursed from Amazon. So basically what happens is Amazon makes mistakes. They lose inventory, they damage inventory, they process returns that shouldn't have been returned, or they just mess things up. And what this will do is you can go in and basically generate a report, and you download this report, you get the CSV, and then you upload it to your seller account, and it's super easy. Like they break it down in how to do it, and you can go and get, we're talking hundreds of dollars reimbursed, and sometimes thousands of dollars reimbursed just by pulling these reports. And that alone, like we're talking, like it says estimated reimbursement amount $693. Well, that covers the cost of this software for years. And for me, when I did it, I had a couple $1,000s between my two accounts that I was able to get reimbursed by following these steps. So it's super easy. So there's lost and damaged. Again, we'll come down here. There's returns, and then there's FBA fee changes. So Amazon might miscalculate the length or the weight of the product, and they might mess that up. And so those are things that you can go and get reimbursed for. And it will take you probably 5 to 20 minutes, depending on how big your account is, to go in and create these cases with Amazon to request the reimbursement. So again, this is a must. And if you have the tool, you might as well take advantage of it. And it's super easy to use. Like it's just plug and play. Like you hit download and you create the case and they walk you through it. So that's the loss and damage. You got returns, FBA fees. And then the next thing, and we're almost there, like the second to last thing, there's just so many features, it's crazy. We've got the alerts, and this is something that every seller should have. And if you just use this software just for this, it's worth it. And basically it's called alerts. And what it does is it will notify you when there is a change on your listing. So whether the price change, image changed, you got a hijacker. This is the most important, is the hijacker. So somebody is selling on top of your listing. You want to be notified. You want to know about this so that you can then take appropriate action to get that seller removed and taken off your listing, so they're not just taking all your sales. And you won't know that unless every second of every single day you're just monitoring your listing, which we don't have time to do that. And so what you can do is you can have Seller Board basically monitor and track your listing. So when something does go wrong, they'll notify you and they'll alert you, and then you know exactly what the next steps you need to do in order to fix and solve the problem. So Seller Board alerts is amazing, and it will show you like major, minor, how many are resolved or unresolved. Like it's showing you the FBA fee changed, buy box lost. If you lost the buy box, then somebody's selling on top of your listing and you want to be known about that like ASAP. And it will tell you the marketplaces. That's another thing, is you can use Seller Board in all these different marketplaces. So you've got .com, .ca, Mexico, Brazil. You can connect multiple accounts. So if you have multiple accounts, you can connect it, and it's just so easy. It's just all in one place. So that is another benefit. Now, the last thing is there's Shopify and eBay integrations, which is really cool, to be honest. Like you can integrate into these different platforms. And for me, I'm selling on Shopify. I'm selling on eBay. As of recent, I'm on TikTok as well, and having that is crucial. Like it's amazing. And so being able to connect and know what's going on with your eBay and Shopify, again, it's just everything nice and neat and organized. And then one other thing is you can actually link Seller Board to your QuickBooks account, and it will help you do like legitimate accounting. And I know that that is a cool feature as well. So all in all, Seller Board is just absolutely insane. Again, I'm making this video because every single seller needs to have it for 15 bucks a month. Again, I'll put the link down below. I hope you guys enjoyed. And again, this was just a complete A to Z tutorial breakdown of Seller Board. It's fantastic. I use it personally inside both of my FBA businesses. All my students use it. And I hope that you guys go in and take advantage of it and actually use the features that I just broke down. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments down below what your favorite tool is, or what future videos you want to see. And please subscribe, and we will see you in the next one.